girls are too old, way too mature looking to be dressed like this anymore. The whole thing has this air about it that's almost pathetic from certain perspectives. Even as hardcore fans like the obsessed bodyguard still feel the exaltation of basking in Mima's light. They are still on the couch with her in the home of their own mind. Worst of all about this showing is the group of hooligans who have apparently showed up at multiple shows now to cause problems, one of them going so far as to throw a can at Mima and then starting a huge fight between the punks and the other fans until Mima breaks it up with her announcement of retirement. I am fascinated by these ruffians, and I almost wish we had a little more insight into their motivations since the film gives them not that much dialogue, but I have some suppositions based on my own experiences. I would have thought that these kids were just some local punks if not for the fact that they were at the previous Chime show to cause problems as well, suggesting that this is targeted harassment at the band. Their ringleader throws particular insults at both the obsessed bodyguard and at Mima, one whom he calls just a part-timer and the other whom he calls a no-name. As general as these insults seem to be about the people they're directed at, I can't help thinking this kid knows who both of them are, and he's ultimately disappointed in them. These kids seem younger than the rest of the fans, and so they were probably at a really impressionable point when they first discovered the band, only to become disappointed when they didn't grow and become cool, but instead languish in shithole malls, at least from these kids' perspectives. They want the band, and especially Mima, whom they already probably know is giving up on the band, to just hurry up and end it so that they can be free. They don't want to have to keep seeing this band go lower and lower and become less and less cool. They want the chance to move on. One more note I need to make about this first act of the film is to highlight the almost extreme contrast between the content of the stage plays and the content of the film itself as it portrays the stage play's execution. In both the Sentai show and in Chime's lyrics are all these messages of hope and self-empowerment about conquering evil and seizing your dreams. If you take the lyrics of the first Big Pop song as Mima's message of self-empowerment, it feels exactly like the mindset that would drive one to quit singing pop and go all in on dramatic acting because there's a demand for you to do it. After all, she's singing about being aggressive and impulsive in the pursuit of your dream. Even though there's a very realistic and palpable cynicism to this whole scene, it's also clear how the soul of someone who sings about things like this would lead them to the decisions that they will make for the rest of the film. Perfect Blue, Act 2. Putting myself in a mid-90s mindset can be a little tricky. I was born in 1991, and my parents had been convinced that they should own a personal computer and internet connection, even though they barely understood how to use one, for the next 10